A very good morning, students. Welcome back to your English class. I hope you all are keeping well and staying indoors. And today we are going to study a lovely poem. The name of the poem is Block City. What do you understand by blocks, children? Blocks mean a solid piece used for building or construction, right? So, year over year, we are talking about building a city. The poet R.L. Stevenson is talking about his childhood days, how he used to play with the blocks and do different things, make different things with his imagination, with his creativity. Even y'all play with blocks? Let's see what is there in this chapter that the poet is trying to tell us. Block City by R.L. Stevenson. What are you able to build with your blocks? Castles and palaces, temples and docks. Rain may keep raining and others go roam, but I can be happy building at home. So, over here, children, the poet is trying to tell us that, that he loves building. He loves building palaces, castles, churches, temples, docks. Docks is the place next to the in the harbor where the ships come, load and unload themselves, right, children? So he's trying to ask us, what are you able to build with the blocks? He's trying to ask y'all, what can you make out of blocks? I can make so many things, right? Even we can build a whole lot of things. We can make a house, we can make a museum, we can make a zoo, we can make a whole lot of things with blocks, right, children? So he's trying to tell us even he's made castles, palaces, churches, temples, docks, and he's saying that I enjoy doing all this, even if it is raining outside, even if people are going to roam about, it doesn't make a difference to him because he's happy at home. He's happy building at home. Don't you think, children, it is quite related to the present scenario? Over here, right now, in these days, we have the pandemic. We have the coronavirus, right? So, over here, we are supposed to stay indoors. Though it is raining outside, though it is full of virus outside, though it is very dangerous outside, my dear students are working so hard keeping themselves, keeping their desires low of going out and staying indoors and playing all the possible games. I'm going to ask you all, what all games do you play at home? And studying as well through these videos. So just like the poet, you're staying happy at home. Let the sofa be mountains, the carpets be sea. There I'll establish a city for me, a kirk and a mill and a palace beside, and a harbour as well where my vessels may ride. Great is the palace with pillars and wall, a sort of a tower on top of it all, and steps coming down in an orderly way to where my toy vessels are safe in the bay. So students, do you all like pretend play? Pretend play is when you pretend as if your toys have life. Suppose you use your robots, your cars, your dolls, your teddies to be having life, and you go about the full house playing with them. You turn the house into a racing track. You turn the house into a doll house, right? So this is what pretend play is about. Similarly, over here, the poet R.L. Stevenson, he's got into the world of his own kingdom, where he has a palace, where the sofa is a mountain, and the bed is a mountain, and the ground is a water body, is a ocean, is the sea, and his vessels are parked there. Vessels, as in children, the ships, the boats are parked over there, right? And he's enjoying the view of his palace, because his palace is really great, children. It's got pillars, huge tall pillars, tower right at the top of the palace, and he's got beautiful walls of the palace, and lots of vessels parked over there in his harbor is the place where all the ships are docked, right? So in this way he's imagining his entire kingdom, right? Similarly, children, you'll also play in your house. You'll make the racing track and the doll house so interesting, right? You'll enjoy playing with it. Similarly, this game is being enjoyed by the poet, where he's wanting everyone to build something. What are you all building, he's asking, right? So over here he's telling that what he has built is a kirk is a church, a mill. A mill is the place, children, where the crops from the farm are taken and they're grinded. They're grinded into their powdered form and then packed and sent to our houses. So mill is where the crops are grinded, right? So many types of buildings are there. There are churches, there are palaces, there are mills, there are farms, every kind of places there. This one is sailing and that one is moored. Hark to the song of the sailors on board, and see on the steps of my palace the kings, coming and going with presents and things. So students, the poet over here is trying to tell that look at the ships. Look at the ships. Some of them are sailing. Some of them are moored. Moored as in tied with a rope, right? So that they can't sail off, right? So he's not only telling about things that are static as in not moving. He's giving them life and showing the day-to-day activity in his kingdom. Right? He's not only telling that this is the palace, this is the church, or this is my dollhouse, this is my racing track. He's showing how the car races. He's showing how the doll gets up in the morning and gets ready. He's showing how the kingdom has life in it. He's telling that some ships are sailing right now, some are moored, tied over there, and the sailors are singing. The sailors listen to the singers, listen to the sailors. They're saying hark. The meaning of hark is, children, listen to the sailors, right? And he's showing us the kings, the steps, right? The steps in the palace. The kings are coming in and out of the palace with carrying gifts and presents and lots of things. So it looks a very happy kingdom, right, children? So I want you all to make a palace as well. Let's see what activity we have today. Right, children? See you all in the Google Meet class.